Hey, what's up, everybody? Today is going to be the Trophy Wars recapped. Today is going to be the entire story of Trophy Wars, like a chronological order of events, all the way from May 2022 to June 2023. The entirety of Trophy Wars is going to be in this video. You're going to see all of the recaps. I'm going to be telling you all about what happened in this war, how this war has been, and then after I finish, I'm going to go file that after action report because I need to go do that. Okay, let's get into the video, everybody. Trophy Wars recapped. Everything you need to know before the fixation era of Hornet. The fixation, the Renaissance era, the Restoration era, Trophy Wars Epilogue era. I'm going to spin the wheel to see what that name is. Alright, anyways, let's get into the video. See you guys in the video. Alright, starting with Trophy Wars, reviewing everything. Let's start with the Trophy Wars prologue. April 2022. The day is April 18th. I go to my cousin's house. Well, no, he comes to my house. And we talk. And he just, we walk around. And as we're walking around, he's there for about a day or so. He's there for the whole day. And then we come back in. I have a green eraser. For those of you who don't know, I'm a perfectionist. A major perfectionist. I love things to be perfect. And I used to have these blue eraser and this green eraser, and I would have lined them up. And they look so perfect. Well, my cousin took a knife and shredded the green one because he didn't know. And it made me triggered, of course. But this happened sometime in April. It might have happened in May. But all I know is that in April, that's when I visited him and that's when we discussed. I guess you could say that's when the seeds of Trophy Wars were planted. That's all that really happened in April. He tore up my eraser and we talked a little bit. So what? Now we're resuming to May. More specifically, May 5th. I go to his house. The day is May 5th. We hang out, we talk again as always. And he's telling me about how his school is treating him bad. How the teachers are being mean to him. How they're nearly making him go deaf. Well, of course I was like, yeah, whatever. It sucks that they're mean to you, but I'm sure it's going to get better. So yes, that's all that really happened on May 5th. I know this video doesn't make much sense right now, but that's because, well, it's going to take a second for it to make sense. Okay, now we go to where the Trophy Wars seeds were actually planted. The middle of May. Okay, it's the middle of May. I'm on GTA. Playing with Team Rams. Playing with Team Rams on GTA. While I'm playing with him on GTA, he tells me something. He's talking about those teachers again. I was like, yeah, of course, talk about the teachers. And then he said, I'm moving schools here soon anyways. This entire thing really just slapped me on the face. And I was like, why would you move schools after how many years you've been there? How many years you've had that school? How many teachers you've been through? You're going to seriously leave like this. And I couldn't change his mind, unfortunately. So after he moves to his new school, which is around May 24th, 2022, maybe a little later, he starts talking about it quite a lot. Talking a lot of... It's not like he's almost bragging about it. And I'm like, oh gosh, does this guy ever stop? Alright, now it's time where Trophy Wars actually began. May 27th, 2022. It's the night of May 27th. We're heading into May 28th. I'm talking to Team Rams. As he's talking here, we go into, what happened again? So, I was playing Dauntless. I was trying to earn a trophy. I think he was playing, I don't know what he was playing. And I was hunting the sports truck Shirag. And I start talking about, alright, well, here soon you're going to have a new school, and I'm going to have a platinum, so we're going to be even. And then, he didn't really want us to be even. He said, I don't care about the platinum. And then he made me a bet that he'd get a platinum before me. I was like, okay, well, I bet I can get more platinums than you and faster. And they said, okay, then we can do Trophy Wars. And I was like, alright, Trophy Wars then. Let's do it. Let's get started on it. He downloaded a trophy hunting game. And it was that moment Team Rams was formed and Trophy Wars had officially began. June 2022. Now we're in June of 2022. June is the early days of Trophy Wars. On June 12th, as I like to call the day of Trophy Wars, because that's the day that I was in Team Rams' live streams, and we did so much on that day. So we started a Minecraft server. This Minecraft server is still up and running too. And we hung out on this Minecraft server a while, of course. The next day, well, it was still June 12th, because we started the Minecraft server at 12 a.m. I blew up our houses. That was the first really big movement in Trophy Wars. That was the first time Hornet really pushed in to Team Rams. That was the first time we actually took the fight to them. Now, we're going to backtrack a little bit. The day is June, I think, was it 5th or 6th? Well, bottom line is, the day is June 6th. On June 6th, at approximately 1:06 a.m., Team Rams earned a platinum. Meaning now he was winning Trophy Wars, and he beat me in the platinum race. And that's what started the incident on June 12th, when I decided to take the fight to him. Because I realized that day of June 12th, I'd take the fight to him. That's when I had to fight him back. That's when I had to get payback for that platinum. And that's what I did. Okay, now, starting up again. Not much really happened in June. Me and him trophy hunted a little bit. On June 15th, though, I earned my first platinum. So by the middle of June, we was tied. We was completely tied. It was 1-1. We was tied. And we both had so many expectations. We was both so powered up. We was both so ready to crush each other flat. We was ready for it. And we are still ready for it. I am ready for it, motherfuckers. Sorry. How about I busted a vein doing that? I had to get prepared for it. Alright, now. Not much happened in June except just getting fired up and getting prepared. But July is when things get spicy. Talk about July now. Okay, so in July is when I began to get an aim, and Team Rams began to get, an aim as well. This is when we kind of had goals set up. We had plans, and we knew what had to be done. So, in July, it was really me kind of trophy hunting this one particular game. GTA 5, and you guys knew it was coming. GTA 5 and Dauntless were the two games I was trophy hunting in July. Now, I got the platinum for GTA. I never did for Dauntless, though. We're still working on it. But yeah, we're going to get it someday. So, now, on the topic of GTA. In July, I earned a couple of GTA trophies. One, I had to do a crew thing. I think it was like a complete job with crew. I did numero uno, I think. No, that was in October I did numero uno. No. So, I think I did a rally race in July. A couple things happened in July. The main things that happened in July was Team Ram started trophy hunt Minecraft, and I started trophy hunt GTA and Dauntless. So we both had goals set up here. Oh, also in July, that's when the Trophy Wars law was established. That's when we established rules and stuff. There was a thing called Trophy Hours. It was a very strict policy, kind of a bad policy I regret putting in, where we had to work from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. trophy hunting, so we'd actually get more done. Well, anyways, that's the majority of what happened in July. A Trophy Wars law was established. Team Rams was resistant, so we changed it a little bit. Rams was trophy hunting Minecraft. I was trophy hunting GTA and Dauntless, and yeah. Now we roll to August, or as I like to call, the beginning of the end. August was the beginning of the end, everybody. This is when, I wouldn't say it's the beginning of the end for Trophy Wars. No, you know what? No, August was like the climax. It was the climax of Trophy Wars. So these months, August through September, those were the climax months right there. October is when it started to get kind of bad. But okay, so in August, this is where Team Rams really began to evolve. So on the Minecraft server, he built this ginormous castle. And he also built this ginormous restaurant in our server, right in front of my tower. So I'd gotten blocked out from two different directions there. So Team Rams had finally took his big movement in Trophy Wars. But that wasn't the only problem. School had started back in August. So now, this is where Team Hornet gets weak. Thing I like to call procrastination. Due to doing school all day, when I'd get home, I wouldn't have any motivation to trophy hunt. Which is weird, because Team Rams was only here on the weekends. So that means, on the weekends, he was able to trophy hunt well, while I was able to trophy hunt like slop throughout the whole week. So in August, this is where I think Team Rams began to evolve, and he began to really reach his, like, almost climax point. So in August was really just like, oh, well, something else happened in August. Team Chaos came around. And this is when Land Wars also started to reach a height. Land Wars, in case you don't know, is like an alternative to Trophy Wars. It is, only thing is, you fought with land, not trophies. But that's not even the important part. Team Chaos came in, and he started messing with Mana Ram's server. And I mean, really messing up with things. He started putting TNT down, started blowing things up, destroying everything. I kept having to reset the server. It became an absolute crap show. So that's what happened in August. Team Chaos came around. Rams got mad at me because I was letting him destroy all of our crap because I couldn't do anything about it. So yes, August, Rams evolved. And August is when Hornet started their beginning of the end. September 2022. September is when Trophy Wars reached the actual top climax. So, starting I think September 9th, Rams earned a trophy, a platinum trophy, on My Name is Mayo. And I thought, oh, mother fricker. Now what am I going to do? He's ahead again. But that wasn't my only problem. The next weekend, he earned 2 platinums, days apart. He earned the Hello Neighbor trophy and the Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek trophy. 2 platinums in the same weekend. He was now at 4 platinums. And I thought, oh, frick, I'm only at 1. What am I going to do? I am really pinned down here. The next weekend, he got another platinum. Now he was at 5. And now I knew, from that point forward, I thought, oh, I've fricked up. I have lost here. I have fallen down the stairs. So, we're in September. Team Rams has reached its climax. Trophy Wars has reached its climax. And I thought, oh, dang it. What am I going to do now? Now what am I going to do? Well, thankfully, Team Rams had earned all these gosh dang trophies. Pride and greed began to set in to him. And that's what started the Trophy Wars downfall. October 2022. October was a horrible month. For multiple reasons, but the main reason, well, not the main reason, but one of the reasons, Trophy Wars started to downfall from that point. So in October, after he got his 5th platinum, he stopped trophy hunting, like, crazily. Like, he kind of took a little break, but this break made him lose all of his momentum. And then in October, I earned 2 trophies. Road Bustle and Chickens on the Road. I did a $1 easy platinum twice, dude. Twice. So, from that point, I thought, oh, I am so fricked now. Because I'm having to do $1 easy platinums. But that's not all. Team Rams caught wind of it. He got those platinums too. So now, the score was 3-7. And I thought from that point, I've actually lost. I have actually lost Trophy Wars. And that began the day of, I think, October 14th. Maybe, no. I'd say around October 20th. The day was October 20th. Team Rams was on, and he was talking to me, and I was talking to him. And I had lost every bit of motivation to trophy hunt. I was actually getting ready to give up there on Mike. I was about to tell him, hey, I give up on Trophy Wars. I'm finished here. I had almost lost my team. And Team Rams was so proud he had almost won. He stopped trophy hunting altogether. That platinum he earned, the Chickens on the Road platinum, that was the last platinum he would ever earn. Because he no longer had a reason to trophy hunt. As I was so weak, he really could just finish me off whenever he wanted to. So yes, that's what happened in October. But, towards the end of October, a man named Bob Holmes came to my school. He gave us all a speech. All of us a motivational speech. And it was from that point forward I was like, what am I doing? Rams has destroyed my property, bullied my friends, and I'm just going to let him get away with it? I have to keep fighting for Team Hornet. I have to keep fighting. I have got to keep fighting for Team Hornet. I have got to show him I'm the best trophy hunter there is. I gotta show him I'm the best trophy team. Sorry, I tried to do this on purpose to get good motivational. So, I decided, you know what? You ain't gonna win, you mother fricker. I'm gonna win. I'm the winner. I'm the dominant trophy team. Alright, well, I got a little carried away there, I must admit. Well, anyways. So with all this newfound motivation I'd found myself getting, that started November. Now it is November. I have motivation to actually fight now and actually get things done. So that's what started me trophy hunting Dauntless a little bit more. And unfortunately, in one of the days in November, the morning of November, I'm actually pretty sure this was in October, but no, it was in October this happened. I stopped trophy hunting on a lot of games, especially Dauntless, because I met this girl named Chloe Amy who was being very mean. I ain't going to tell this story again because I've told it 1,000 times. If you want to see this, go watch, I think, my 4th checkpoint. I think it's checkpoint 4 that I talk about this. Well, anyways, I talk about all these, talk about, like, in November, the main thing that happened in November was I got back to trophy hunting GTA. And I was also trophy hunting Dauntless. Well, not Dauntless. But I wasn't trophy hunting too much in November. Because in November, this is when I had problems with another team called Team Chaos C. The knockoff Team Chaos. So, I angered him. He started to go after me. He started to target me. That's all that really happened in November. November wasn't a very good month, but it was okay. And then we go to December. Where I start to make a rise. It is from December, that point, that Team Rams was starting to fall. So, in December, Team Rams kept trying to turn my own men against me. He actually succeeded, too, with one of them, but I was able to fix it in time. Okay, now, also in December, I earned another platinum. This time it was a real one, Hell and Hide and Seek. After I earned that platinum, I told him, he was like, "You earned another platinum?" And I was like, "Yes, I did, motherfricker, and I am ready. Now, I ain't holding back anymore. All the Team Chaos and Team Chaos C, all these motherfrickers who keep bothering me, they're going to say I'm the dominant trophy team." And that heads us in to January. Alright, it's January now. January was a pretty bad month, I gotta be honest. I didn't earn many trophies at all. Yeah, like, at all. I think I earned, like, 1 trophy on GTA that whole month, but that was it. Well, I earned a few more than that, but I was finishing up my last few trophies in January. That's what I done in January. That's when the time of Season 5 Trophy Wars came around. Not much happened in January. Team Chaos triggered me, made me very mad. He still makes me mad to this day. But I can't do nothing about it right now. If I could, I wouldn't even bother. I ain't even going to take him. I ain't even worth my time. It's too much of a waste of time to do. I mean, yeah, sure, if I could, yeah, I would. But do I want to right now? No. I don't have enough skill yet. Maybe one day when I get enough skill, I'll fight him, take a war to him, declare one of him, and finish him off. But in January, this is when I lost all my motivation to trophy hunt again, temporarily, but it wasn't too long. And that sent us into February. So after the incidents that happened in Land Wars, by this point, Land Wars had been completely interfering with Trophy Wars. There were so many more land teams than there was trophies. I could no longer actually trophy hunt freely without getting spammed. So in February, I left PS4. I went to PS3, and I started trophy hunting a game called Saw. Still to this day, I don't have the platinum to that, but I will get the platinum here soon. Trust me on that one. So yes, I started playing a game called Saw. And then, in February, I eventually had to come back. I goofed around a little bit more. I think I earned a few trophies on GTA, maybe 1 or 2 on GTA. I think I earned a couple more trophies on... I think I might have earned a few on Dauntless. I don't know. I don't know really much what happened in February. But in February was another sloppy Trophy Wars month as I no longer prioritized Trophy Wars. And that brings us into March. Right off the bat, on March 1st, I nearly got taken out by a Land Wars team. Off to a very bad start in March, aren't we? But March was when. It was the time in March that I now knew So the middle of March. March was a very bad month. Not for Trophy Wars, for me as a person. But in the middle of the month, I earned the GTA Platinum. And it was from that moment forward that I knew Rams had nowhere else to run. It was from this point, Rams had lost all motivation to trophy hunt. He no longer had the motivation to trophy hunt. He was pinned down, he was cornered, and he was done. So March, only thing that happened Trophy Wars related, I got the GTA Platinum. April. Now we're in April. I know this is going kind of fast here, but we're in April now. It's April now. Now it is April. Me and him have both been trophy hunted to death. We really have. We've ran out of ideas. So I started redoing some of the old trophies on my second account. I got the Spyro Platinum again, I think, in April. I think, what other trophies did I get? I also got the Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek Platinum. So I got 2 Platinums in the month of April. And on the day of April 24th, it was declared that Team Rams and me wanted to have one last battle on May 31st. So in April, me and Rams finally announced that we was going to do one last battle. One last test to see who was the best trophy team that there was. And I earned 2 Platinums that week. May. Now we're in May 2023. This entire month was about cleanup. This entire month was about being very busy, getting lots of trophies, and finishing off the last few trophies before Trophy Wars ended. And I did. I got the Spyro Platinum. I got a few trophies on Dauntless. I think I also got a couple of the bonus on GTA. I got a few trophies this month. And then, I'm going to cut the video here. 1 minute. And then the day is May 31st. 8 p.m. Rams hops on. I hop on. 8:30 we start streaming the last stream. We started Saint Denis. We head up to Valentine. Down to Great Plains. And what's at Great Plains? It began the last battle. So the last battle went a little bit like this. The first challenge was a posse inversus. It was an infighting. So, I won this one quite easily, if you can already tell. I mean, I actually fricked him up. I destroyed Team Rams in this one. I think the score was like 8-3. Yeah, I did pretty good in this one. Next was the horse race, which, thank God, beforehand, I decided to stock up on stimulants for my horse to make sure Lucy could keep on running forever and not stop. So I won that race too. It was now 2-1. If I had won one more, Rams would lose Trophy Wars. And that's what started the herb picking contest. So, this is the funniest scene. During this herb picking contest, he was trying to pick a wild carrot, and a cougar jumped out and killed him, mauled him to death, completely shredded him, and I took all of those herbs for myself. By the end of the herb competition, we was at a tie, and I was like, okay, it's going to end at a tie here. But on the last second, he got one last herb, and he won the herb picking competition. So it was now 2-1. So we decided he had one more chance, and that was to win the biggest fish competition. Once he wins his biggest fish competition, we'll be tied and we can have a tiebreaker. We do the biggest fish competition. I think, off the bat, I get a 14-pound muskie, and he gets a 14-ounce bluegill. So, at this point, and especially because he had bad luck with getting the big fish, I knew I'd won Trophy Wars. I knew it was over there. I knew it was over. June 2023. Trophy Wars only lasts like 23 minutes into the June. But, so, what happens here is, well, I meet him down by the river. I meet Team Rams down by the river. And in case you haven't already seen the clip, it was that moment I pulled out a gun and shot him in the face, killing him instantly. In that moment, I said my last line in Trophy Wars. Those were the last moments of Trophy Wars. I finished him. A year after everybody waiting, I killed Team Rams. I had won the war. And as the final seconds of Trophy Wars came to an end, I said one last line. I am not Team Hornet. We are Team Hornet. So, after all this, after I'd killed Rams and Trophy Wars had officially ended, I turned off my stream and I took his character's body. I took it down to the other side of the map, down to my base. I blew off his head, blew off both of his arms, and blew off both of his legs. And then I burned his body. So I completely mutilated his body, and I dumped it in the river. And that right there, everybody, is the entire recap of Trophy Wars. From start to finish. Everybody, this is going to be the last Trophy Wars era video before I start to make some bonus Trophy Wars content, like a documentary about Team Rams or a documentary about Trophy Wars, something a bit like that. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for sticking with me through this journey. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for being Hornets. I'm going to say it one last time. I am not Team Hornet. We are Team Hornet.